Hey guys, my name is Aileen and I am so excited to share this YouTube channel with you. If you're interested in learning more about what Kingdom Bound Praise is and how I got started with this ministry, stay tuned. Waking up. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Aileen. I am 22 years old and I live in a small to mid-size town by the name of Erie, Pennsylvania. And I do attend a Russian-speaking church named Grace Slavic Pentecostal Church. Actually, I don't really know what the correct way is. Anyways, it is a Slavic church. And we have a kids ministry that recently, just a few years ago, we named it Kingdom Bound, and every year we have like a huge kids camp that we do with our kids for an entire week. So that's where the name for this YouTube channel comes, for Kingdom Bound Praise. Now for the praise part and what this channel is going to be about, at my church I am the praise and worship leader for the kids at kids camp. So we don't really do it for like Sunday school and like regular service with kids like a lot of other churches do. We just do kids camps. But I know that a lot of you out there have every Sunday you have service with kids where you guys do movements with songs and dances and things like that. So basically what I want to do with this channel is be able to serve you guys and help you guys, for those of you out there who need some help creating moves or getting ideas for routines for different songs and things that you can do like dances with kids. So backtrack with how I got started with this ministry. So I grew up in another Russian-speaking church, and it was very small, but maybe around the age of like 10 or 11, when I was like 10 or 11, we ended up splitting off, and all the families kind of went their own ways. And my family, we ended up transferring to an American church. We started attending American church and got involved with, I was in their Sunday school and whatnot, in their kids ministry. Well, not in their ministry because I was still a kid, but I would go to like the kids services. And I will never forget going to one of the first couple services, and it was so different than, it was a very different type of service, and I just loved it because there was a woman on the stage who was leading the praise and worship part of it, and all the kids, were following the movements and singing along and dancing, and it was just so much fun. It was a blast. We were praising Jesus, and I will never forget the feeling I had when I looked at her and I was like, I want to do that one day. Like, it would be so much fun. I know that I would enjoy it, and it just became a dream for me. When I was like 10 years old, it just became like a dream that I wanted to do that one day. And so as the years went by, I ended up becoming, a youth member there, and then I would actually help them with their kids camps. I would volunteer as like a counselor, and I still, every single time we would have service, it was the part that I looked forward to the most, the praise and worship part. And I still had this dream and this vision that one day I'm going to do that. One day I'm going to be on that stage leading kids. And so then, fast forward a few years, I ended up moving to the church that I currently attend now. And back when I moved to that church was about, 7-8 years ago. I don't know. It was a lot stricter than it was now. And so I kind of just put that dream aside and forgot about it, because I'm like, they didn't do much of that at the church that I attend now back then. And I was like, whatever. Kind of forgot about it and moved on. And, a few years later, they decided to start the very first kids camp at our church. And I was approached, or I don't even remember if I was asked or if I signed up for it, but I basically was put in charge of the praise and worship leader part of the camp. I can't even express to you guys how excited I was that day when they told me that I was going to be in charge of that, and I was so ecstatic. I mean, my dream was finally coming true. And so I remember the first year of kids camp, it was a little it was a little rough. Like, you know, it was my first year doing it. I was very excited, obviously, but a lot of songs that I used were just like songs that I knew of or songs from the American church that I attended. So it wasn't anything that I necessarily created, but I still had a ton of fun. I loved it. I loved leading it, seeing, you know, the looks on the kids' faces and things like that. So as the years went by, with prayer and with growth in the Lord and just growth in the experience itself, year after year, I just gained so much more experience and kind of realized that this is my thing and I'm good at it. And it was so awesome because I just started to come up with moves myself. And my vision with it was kind of like, I'm tired of all of the moves being like the same, like just the same simple movements, just a lot of jumping around and not like actual movements, just like freestyle, like too much freestyle. And I was like, you know, I want to do something different. I want these movements, these dances to be memorable for the kids. I want them to be fun for the kids. I want them to be able to enjoy, and to also, you know, in hopes that there are kids out in the audience that are looking up at me and also have that vision that I had when I was like a 10-year-old girl, you know, that, hey, I want to do that one day. And that was my ultimate goal, was to be able to give that to the kids and to see the look on their face, you know, that they're having the blast of a lifetime praising Jesus with all their friends around them, and just everyone just having a good time. So God started giving me and helping me create these moves, and I ended up, you know, choreographing and putting together quite a bit of dances, and it was so much fun. And I've been doing it, I think this past kids camp was either the 5th or 6th year, I'm not 100% sure, but you know, it's been quite a bit of years now, and I love it. I love doing what I do, and I love seeing the kids enjoy it and getting feedback. So now I want to bring it to the rest of you. I was approached by multiple different people to start a channel, so that they could, you know, even people from my own church, like kids that would want to go back on YouTube and rewatch the dances if they forget some of the moves from our kids camp. And for all of you, if you're looking for new ideas, if you're looking for something new and hip and just something more fun for the kids rather than doing the same old movements to the same old songs, this is the channel to come to. And I am going to start uploading videos, and hopefully I'll be able to do like one every couple weeks. But if this is something that you are going to be interested in, definitely subscribe to this channel. There's going to be lots of fun stuff. I'm going to share dancing videos. I'm also going to share a couple testimonies. I'll also share a few tips and tricks that helped me lead the ministry. It's very important to know a few things when you're leading this ministry. So I definitely learned a lot over the years, and talked to a few other people, and, you know, even just spending time with God in prayer. There's a lot that goes into it. So definitely we'll be sharing tips and different things on how to lead this ministry in the best way possible. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry it was kind of lengthy, but I hope you guys subscribe and stay tuned for future videos. But I love you guys, and God bless.
This is living now.